welcome back to my channel. I'm Chloe and today we've got a super exciting video for you. It's a trip announcement. I know, so exciting. I have been teasing it over on my Instagram for quite a while now. You guessed it, we're going back to Florida. Oh, it will come as no surprise to any of you that we have got another Walt Disney World and Florida trip booked, and it is coming up very soon, so I thought it was about time that I shared it and we can start getting excited together so we can start prepping. I can get some Disney DIYs done, we can plan some outfits, and then obviously we can go to Florida. Oh, I'm so excited. So I think the main thing that we should just jump straight into and get off our chest is, when are we going to Florida? So I am joined by the doggies on the bed today. So if you can hear them in the background, this is them. I've told them they'll go in their beds if they don't stop making these noises, but they're just trying to be all cute and everything. So yeah, if you hear noises, it's the doggies in the background. But let's jump straight into when we're going. So we are heading back to Orlando in Florida and Walt Disney World in August. We are going to be there for the summertime, and we're actually going to be there over August and September because we're going for 4 whole weeks. We're going for 1 whole month to Florida. I am so excited. So last year, if you followed along with the vlogs and if you were here then, we went to Florida for just over 3 weeks last time, and it was so much fun that we decided we had to go again, and we wanted to do a full month this time. And words cannot describe how excited I am to spend 1 whole month in a sunshine state. I'm just so excited, especially because we've not had like a summer here in the UK. You know, I am definitely excited to get the sunshine, feel the warmth on my skin, you know, oh, all the feels. So like I said, this is a Florida and Walt Disney World trip, and I guess I may as well just answer all the questions that you're probably going to have. So like I say, we are going for a month, and this time it is going to be a family trip. So there's going to be me, Lee and Jessie, but also for a couple of those weeks we are going to be joined by my parents too. So my parents have not been to Florida in a very long time. They've only been once before, and they took us as a family when we were children. So I was 10 years old, so that's like 13 years ago. So it's been a long time since they've been, and they're very much looking forward to coming with us and experiencing the magic with Jessie and just seeing why we love it so much. And yeah, and I'm really looking forward to them coming too. When we were out there last year for like the 3 weeks, I just thought to myself, this would be such a cool trip to have them experience with us and for them to see why we love it out there so much. And I know that Jessie would really enjoy having his grandparents there too, and they would really enjoy seeing the magic through Jessie's eyes. So they will be joining us for like the beginning, the middle kind of section. So we're going to have a little bit of time either side of them being there, so they kind of be there in that middle chunk. That'll be really nice. I think they're coming for about 10 or 12 days, something like that. So that'll be really nice to have that amount of time with them. But that also means that we're going to have almost 3 weeks, just me, Lee and Jessie, living out in Florida, living our Florida Orlando dreams. Yes, we are. I'm just going to say it so many times in this video, but we are beyond excited. And as usual, we're going to be flying from Manchester to Orlando, and we're going to be flying with Virgin again. We are going to be flying business class, or is it upper class? It's one of those ones. It's the one where you get the lie down flat bed anyway. And yeah, super looking forward to doing that. We've had several good experiences of flying with Virgin, and it's always good when you can get that flight from Manchester directly to MCO as well, because you've just got less transfer time, haven't you? So yeah, we will be doing that this trip. And then when we land in Orlando, we're going to be getting a hire car. So we're picking the hire car up from the airport and driving it to our villa. So we have hired a villa for the whole 4 weeks. So I rented an Airbnb for us, and I've actually had it booked for a very long time. So as soon as we got back last year, we knew we wanted to go again this summer. We were like, we're going to go again. We're going to do the full month this time. So I started looking, because last year when we went, we left it quite late to book a villa. So we were kind of limited to what we could get. Whereas this time, knowing that we wanted to go like a whole year in advance, we could get exactly what we wanted. So we booked a villa on Airbnb, and it's got a lovely pool. It's in a really nice location close to Disney World. It's going to be so much fun. Obviously, we will be doing all the Disney parks. That goes without saying. I have an annual pass holder now, and Lee and Jessie will also be getting an annual pass too, because we're there for 4 weeks. It just makes sense, you know. We didn't want to have to limit ourselves on just to 2 weeks if we got tickets from Disney or a third party seller. So like, let's just all get the annual pass, and then that leaves it open the opportunity to go back again within the year, doesn't it, as well? So yeah, annual passes definitely made sense for all 3 of us. My parents, however, have just got the 14-night tickets that you can get over here in the UK, and they purchased theirs through Florida Tix. I'll leave a little link in the description box below to where you can purchase tickets over here. If you're going, you can get the 14 days for the price of 7 ticket, and they usually have little promos on as well. That is an affiliate link, so I do make a little bit of commission from it, but that's where my parents got their tickets from, and we have purchased from them before as well. So like Like I say, I will make a little bit of commission on your purchase, but it's not going to affect the price you're paying. So I'll leave that link down below for you. But yeah, super excited that we're all going to have annual passes and be able to explore the whole of Disney World for all 4 weeks. Like I say, that does mean that we'll be able to explore Magic Kingdom, Animal Kingdom, Hollywood Studios and Epcot, and then I purchased the water park add-on to my annual pass, which the boys will be doing as well. So I think it's Typhoon Lagoon that will be open while we're there. We've never been able to make it when Blizzard Beach has been open. So yeah, we're going to be hitting up Typhoon Lagoon. Maybe one day we will be able to hit up Blizzard Beach, but not on this trip, but maybe on a future trip. But anyway, this is a trip announcement for this trip, isn't it? So yeah, going to be doing water parks as well. And I think we get like some mini golf free as well. So we've never took advantage of that before, but I think we're definitely going to do that this time with going for like an extended period of time. We're going to have a lot of time to be able to do what we want. We are also going to explore some of the other theme parks in the area. Me and Lee are big Universal fans, and Jesse's actually never been to Universal. So we've been to City Walk with him last year, but we've never been into Universal with him. And they do have like the new DreamWorks area opened up. I think it's like got loads of Shrek things. So I've seen online on Instagram people posting pictures that there's a lot for the children to do there, like the playground and things. So we are going to get tickets to Universal for all 3 of us while we're there. We're thinking we're going to do an annual pass for Universal as well, which is so crazy and exciting to say, but if we want to fully take advantage of how long we're going to be there for, then yeah, we might as well get the annual pass and get all like the perks that comes along with that, such as like the merch discounts, dining discounts and parking, like whether that's free or discounts. So yeah, I think we're going to get Universal annual passes too. Oh my gosh, like I'm going to be an annual pass holder for multiple theme parks in Florida. Like that is my dream. And then I'm not too sure what other theme parks we're going to hit up while we're there, if we do SeaWorld or Legoland, anywhere like that. I think it might depend on if my parents want to explore somewhere else, if we want to explore somewhere else while we're there. But if we do, that will just be decided when we're actually in Florida, and we'll just take advantage of like the American day tickets. So yeah, thinking that's what we're going to do in that kind of respect. I did ask on my Instagram if you had any questions as well regarding this. So let's have a look at some of the questions that have come through about this. So I asked you what you wanted to know about this trip in particular, or just booking Florida trips. And these are some of the questions you asked. So one of them said if us Yorkshire girls will be there at the same time. So I've asked her when she's going to be going. I think she's going in August. So like I say, we are going for a month. So if you're going to be there at the end of August, like the last couple of weeks, then yes, we will be there at the same time. These next 2 questions I'm going to pair together, and it's how far in advance do you book your flights to get a good deal? And then also the booking process, how you got your deal perhaps. So in regards to flights, I've mentioned in previous videos that we book through a points system a lot of the time. So we use an Amex card, and that enables you to accrue points, and then you can swap those points out for different things. So we like to use them for flights. So we use our Amex points to pay for flights, and then you just have to pay in the UK like the taxes that it would cost. So by using the points, we can get a business class flight for usually around the same price as like a premium economy kind of deal. Sometimes it's just the same price as like an economy. So yeah, to us it makes a lot of sense. In regards to when we like to book it, we just book as soon as we know that we're going to be doing a trip. So flights are usually released like 11 months in advance. We knew that we wanted to go for this month this year. So as soon as flights were released, we got it booked. Because we were using points, it does make it a little bit more kind of, you have to be a bit more open with dates, because some dates might require more points, or they might not have any points seats available on certain flights. Again, the earlier you book for that, the more likely you are to get the exact flight you want. But to have a little bit of flexibility does really help with it. So I think we booked about 10 months out, and we had several days that we were open and flexible to, and then it just so happened that these like specific ones were available, so we booked those. With my parents as well, we were able to book their flights for them, and I think theirs was released like the month after ours or something like that anyway. But again, we booked at that kind of 10 month, I think it was mark. That's when I think you can get the best deals, unless you're going to go very last minute. So if you're looking in advance, kind of look at them as soon as they're released, have a look at some different airlines, but then take a couple of weeks just to see if prices do fluctuate at all. I know we're flying with Virgin, but if you're flying from Manchester, Aer Lingus also do some really good deals, and that flies you straight into Orlando International Airport as well. I have seen or heard that TUI do some flights, and they go from Manchester to Melbourne. So if you're not too fussed about having a bit of a longer commute, you can get some really good deals on those flights too. That's how we go about the booking process. Book as soon as you know you're going to be going, especially if you want to go a specific date. You just got more opportunities to get the exact date you want. If you're more open and flexible, then I don't think it really matters. They say that prices can go up the closer it does get to the time, but then if you're booking very last minute, they drop. So yeah, as soon as you know you want to go and you've got your dates, I'd get something booked. And then as far as finding a deal, I don't really do the thing where you look out for a deal and then book book it. I like to do everything myself. So I like to do flights, accommodation, tickets, usually all separately. And that's just basically because I like doing that. I like to have a look round at what different things there is. So like I say, now I've got my annual pass, so I knew I didn't need to get tickets. And then because we do the points for the flights, I knew that that would be separate. That always just works out like the best value for us to book flights and accommodation separately because we do the points. And also because we're doing a villa this time as well. There's not as many deals to be had with villas. I know there is some travel agents out there that do offer villa options, but for me, I just knew that there would be more choice by going through like an Airbnb or a Vrbo like we used last year. There's just a lot more choice, and yeah, I think I just prefer doing it that way. If you are looking for specific deals, then I would recommend either going to Disney Direct or using an independent travel agent. So through Disney Direct, you can book it, I think it's like 400 days in advance or something like that. I would not recommend if you're wanting to book like over 2 years in advance. I know sometimes like Virgin or TUI do release deals for, so we're in 2024 right now. I know they will release some deals for 2026. I wouldn't recommend booking that far in advance if you can help it. In all honesty, in my opinion, the prices seem inflated when you're booking that far out. And I think that's because the flights are not released that far out. So I personally think that they inflate the prices just to cover their backs. And yes, it does work out great if you're wanting to have a while to save up. It does enable you to pay a little bit at each time. But I personally think you would be better booking like when they're released by Disney, which is the same time that they're going to be released by the independent travel agents, which like I say, I think is about 400 days out. And then just be saving yourself. So say you know you want to go like 2 years from now, and start putting it away yourself and just putting it into a certain pot so that when they're released, then you can go ahead and book. And yes, I would say go ahead and book as soon as you can. Disney do release different deals throughout the year, but there's usually always some deal going on. And also, I have heard that if you ring up Disney when you've already got a booking, sometimes they will let you apply a certain deal to your booking as well. So that is something to take into consideration. Now, another little detail about this trip is that we are going to be there over the Halloween season. I know it sounds crazy to say that August and September is a Halloween season, but it is. It's basically starting right now in Orlando is the Halloween season. Everyone's getting excited for it. And Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party starts just before we get there. And we are going to be doing it again this year, so I am very excited to be doing that. We've not done it since 2019 and we loved it. We've kind of been waiting the last few years. We thought this year Jessie would be at a really good age to want to do it. And also we thought it'd be a really cool thing to do with my parents, so we're going to be doing it while they're there. In my head, I've kind of got the Halloween costume that I want us to do. I need to speak to my parents about it because it's not an abstract one, it's very current. But yeah, it's not like a classic Disney thing they might think of, it's more of a modern thing. So I'm interested to see what they think about that. I'll be talking to them. But if you do have any family Disney outfit ideas for Halloween parties, let me know in the comments down below, because if I bring this idea forward to them and they're like, no, we're not doing that, I don't understand what it is, then I will need ideas. So let us know in the comments down below some fun family Halloween party outfit ideas for us. I would like it to be Disney based ideally, and something that's not been done a lot. But yeah, that's kind of my brief for that. So I am very excited to be doing the Not So Scary Halloween party, mainly for all the free treats. I know it's not free because you pay for it in the cost of your park ticket, but yeah, really excited to do that. And those tickets I booked direct through Disney because I am an annual pass holder. I was able to get, I think it was a 10% discount on those tickets. So like I said, I got those with the discount. Again, if you're not going to be doing it through your annual pass or anything like that, Florida Ticks do a brilliant deal, and there's usually always a discount code as well. So like I said, that will all be left linked down below. I'm just trying to think if there's any other things that I want to tell you about the trip. Quick. I'm going to text my mum. Mum always watches these videos. Let's see if she has any ideas. My parents are my biggest supporters. Hello, mum and dad. Alongside Lee, of course. And yes, of course, I am going to be vlogging this trip as well. I know last year when I went, I didn't include many vlogs from the trip, although I did get quite a few, but not as many as what I will be doing this year. So when I went in April, I vlogged every single day. And this time I plan on vlogging most days. So you should get a lot of Florida and Walt Disney World content for the rest of the year, I'm hoping now. So yeah, we are out there for a month, so that enables me to get a lot of content and also have a lot of good family time, because like I said in previous videos, I do not want my family to just think that I'm all about vlogging and not about being in the moment and enjoying things with them. So it's finding that balance. So I'm hoping at least 50% of the time I'm going to be able to vlog, which means that 50% of the time I'm going to be focused just on my family, and that's going to be a good balance then, isn't it? Good vlogs, good content, good things for Instagram, but also amazing quality family time and memories in a place that we love. So if you do have any video video ideas that you'd like me to film, leave them down below in the comments. I'm going to be doing like park days, Magic Kingdom days, but if there's anything specific you want me to do, like if you want me to try a restaurant at Disney Springs, or if you want to see a shopping vlog anywhere in particular, like Target or something like that, let me know, because like I say, this is very much a Florida Orlando trip. So it is going to be very heavily Disney focused, but there's going to be so many other things that we'll be able to explore as well, especially being in the villa and having the car. We'd like to go to the beach maybe for 1 day or 2 days. I definitely want to check out all the shops like Target and Walmart and Publix like we did last year, because that's just so much fun to me, like living the American lifestyle. So yeah, let me know if there's any specific videos you'd like to see. Let me see if my parents have messaged me back. So I have already booked some dining reservations for this trip as well. We booked them for while my parents are there, and then we've left the rest of the time kind of open. So the ones that we've got booked for while my parents are there is we are going to Summer House on the Lake at Disney Springs. I went there on my solo trip in April. It was so good. So we booked to go there for brunch. I thought that would be somewhere that we would all really enjoy. You can get dressed up, you know, that little bit nicer, and the food there was just so good. And then you can go check out the cookie bar afterwards as well. So we will be heading there for brunch. Another place that I have wanted to try for years now, and we're finally going to be going there, is the Boathouse, again at Disney Springs. Disney Springs is just full of different restaurants that I want to try, and I'm really looking forward to heading to the Boathouse. It is a seafood and meat kind of place from what I'm gathering from the menu, and it looks so tasty. And I obviously want to try, I think it's called the Duck Duck Raz cocktail, where it's like a blue cocktail with a rubber duck in the top. I will definitely be trying that one as well. I just need to look on my phone at my reservations now to remember where else I've got reservations for future plans. Oh, we are going to Ohana. We went there last year and we loved it so much. Literally, when we were sat in the restaurant last year, we were like, we need to bring other people here. It would be so good to do with a big group of people. The food there was some of the best we've ever had on Disney property, and that was not just coming from me, that was coming from Lee as well, who's a big foodie. He said that was some of the best Disney food he's ever had. So we will be going to Ohana, and then I think maybe watching the fireworks either from there, or we'll head over to Magic Kingdom, but that's going to be a really fun evening. Maybe we'll check out the Polynesian Resort and we'll get a Dole Whip while we're there too. And then another place I want to check out but we've not yet booked, I think that's something we will do on the day, is I really want to go to Beaches and Cream. I've never been and I've wanted to go for years, so I would like to go and have a very casual kind of dinner, you know, like a burgers and a shake and a sundae type thing. And I think that's probably going to be a day when we're doing either Epcot or just checking out the boardwalk resort areas. In terms of like day-to-day plans, we don't actually have anything set in stone. I know as an annual pass holder I do have to book park reservations for the specific days, but my parents do not have to book it because they've got a date-based ticket. So I think what we'll do is while we're there, we're just going to go and have an idea of what plans we'll want to do like the day before or the day of. You know, we're just going to keep it very casual. And yeah, that's kind of how we played it last year. You know, we'd just wake up and be like, I'd like to go to Magic Kingdom today, and we'd go to Magic Kingdom. And luckily enough, it is quite easy to get reservations for where you want to go. If there's somewhere we're specifically wanting to go on a certain day, then of course I will get it booked in advance. But as an annual pass holder, you can only book 5 days in advance. So I'm not going to waste like all my 5 reservations on like booking something up. I'm just going to book when I'm there and what's available. And then like I say, in terms of specific plans, we're just going to take it day by day or like day before type thing. Especially when my parents are there, we'll want to include more things and they like to have more set in stone plans. So we'll probably talk about it with them, that we'll get a loose idea of what we're going to do each day. Obviously they do have the new Lightning Lane things coming as well. So it's changing from Genie Plus, and there's going to be like the Lightning Lane multi-pass and the Lightning Lane single, something like that anyway. So that'll be exciting to kind of go and experience that, because I never really got my head around Genie Plus, so I'm glad that I now don't have to. And I think we will definitely be taking advantage of the Lightning Lanes. But the thing about that is, if you're in the UK, you can't book that until you're in the US. So once we're in the US, I think it's 3 or 7 days in advance that you're able to book that. So like I say, once we're in the US, we're going to have a better idea of what we're wanting to do. But it is going to be pretty last minute, all the plans. So make sure you're following along on my Instagram so you're staying up to date with where I am and what I'm doing. And then like I say, obviously I will be doing the vlogs as well. In terms of other things I'm looking forward to this trip, I'm looking forward to going on Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind again. That was my favourite ride. I think it's my favourite ride ever. I went on it twice when I did my solo trip, and I am so excited to take Lee on it. Whether we have to pay for it or not, we are going to be doing that. I paid for it once and got a virtual queue once, so I just knew it was worth like the individual Lightning Lane cost, because best ride ever. So I'm looking forward to taking Lee highly on that. Another thing I'm looking forward to doing is to riding Tron. Again, because I was only there for 4 days last time, I wasn't able to ride Tron. And when we went last year, it was like just opened and it was mental. So we didn't even try. But I'm looking forward to doing Tron. With being there for a month, we're definitely going to be able to get on it one day, aren't we? So I'm looking forward to experiencing that. And then obviously the new Tiana's Bayou Adventure has opened. That's replaced Splash Mountain. I was never a massive Splash Mountain person, and that's because I don't like water rides. I don't know if I will do Tiana's Bayou Adventure. I probably will, just to get the content and to experience it one time, but it'll have to be on a very hot day because, like I say, not into water rides usually. Even on like the scorching hot days, not a fan. Like, I've done all my hair and makeup most days. I do not want to ruin it, or I just don't like the feeling of being wet, and yeah, I've just never enjoyed water rides, so it's not like up there for me, but I'm definitely excited to go and see what all the hype is about. So I think that about covers everything that I wanted to cover in this initial trip announcement. Like I say, it's a whole new series, isn't it, now on my channel? We've got the run up to Walt Disney World and Florida in 2024, family trip. 1 month at Walt Disney World, baby. Let's do this. So I hope you have enjoyed watching this video. Please be sure to subscribe if you're not already. Like I say, this is a whole new series on this channel now. I'm very excited for where it's going to take us this year. Please give it a big thumbs up if you've not already, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye!